My name is Erik Therme. I'm not a very good free-flowing public speaker, so I wrote out a little thing, so I'm just going to read that, so bear with me. For me, my love of writing started with two things. The first was discovering the book Misery by Stephen King in my junior high school library. It's a pretty gruesome book, especially for a 12-year-old kid, but it definitely kick-started my love of writing. The second thing that happened is my parents decided to buy a typewriter. By that point, I had read multiple Stephen King books, and I thought it would be cool to try writing my own stories. I mean, how hard could it be? I was 12. Needless to say, almost all my tales are pretty lousy because I didn't know what I was doing, but I was hooked. I loved the act of writing. I loved the way the words looked on the page. I loved that they were my words from my head. So I kept at it, my writing slowly improved, and I started working on novels. And eventually I wrote a novel that I thought was good enough to be published, and then spent the next 10 years going after literary agents. I had a lot of close calls, but at the end, everyone always passed, so I decided to take the plunge into self-publishing. And it was great. I wasn't selling thousands of books, but my work was being read, people seemed to enjoy my writing, and I was perfectly content with the way things were going. Then, out of the blue, I got an email from a woman saying she had come across my book, read it, and wanted to acquire it for Thomas Mercer Publishing. Needless to say, I was perfectly content with that new development as well. When I finished my second novel, it wasn't a good fit for Thomas and Mercer, so I submitted it to Kindle Scout, which at its core is basically a publishing contest. You upload your book to their site, people have 30 days to vote on whether or not it should be awarded a publishing contract, and at the end of that time, the Scout team makes a decision. I was fortunate enough to be selected, and my second book was released in April of this year. So as of right now, my third book is being considered by a different publisher. I'm also working on a fourth book, which I hope to have completed by the end of next year.